1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
took his shot so quick that it wrong-footed the goalie. He didn't have a hope of getting to it. But I think that was the mark of the man. I mean, he's just a very much a quality player, isn't he? Excellent.
Yeah. Tony?
What to say about Kylian Mbappe? Yeah, I mean, he's very good as for a young player. He started off his career flying. You know, he won the World Cup at 28, I think it was, something like that. He was very young, regardless. And you know, he was very good at PSG, very good. I feel like his career kind of dipped when Real Madrid came calling. I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel like it kind of almost destroyed self-destruction, really, because obviously when you play for Real Madrid, you're playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, and I think the money at the time was ridiculous as well. So I kind of feel like it backfired for himself. He had, I think, because of, oh look, they're paying this amount of money for me, I'm playing for the best club in the world, I'm going to finally win the Champions League. I feel like all that mixed together kind of just imploded on itself. Because, like I said, he was a brilliant player. He was fast. He was scoring goals like it was nothing. You know, it's like, oh, this is like breakfast meat, and I'm just warming up here. And as soon as he went to Real Madrid, that more or less stopped. Not in a complete sense, it stopped. He was still scoring goals, but not as much as he was scoring at PSG. And considering that PSG, since he left, have won 2 Champions League back to back, just shows something kind of went wrong here for Kylian Mbappe. So, from an outsider's perspective, I feel like kind of his career has gone downhill now, in a sense. But at the end of the day, when you're down, there's only one way to go up, you know? So you can always bring it back and change the mindset, because all of a sudden now everybody's calling him on the internet dictator, you know, because obviously he's controlling everyone, and there's stuff like saying that, oh, if you talk back to Mbappe you get benched, and it's kind of true in a sense, because you can see it in the next game they're on the bench because they've talked back to Mbappe now. So it's like I said, I think all this is kind of eating at him in a sense, you know, when you get a bit too big-headed and your ego starts to come out a bit, it is very self-destructive. So I feel like he kind of needs to sit down and just think a bit, you know, because PSG has back-to-back Champions League as soon as you leave, you know. This wasn't like, oh, you know what, we'll win it with Mbappe. They never won it with Mbappe. They didn't win it until that point, until they got rid of Mbappe, and they're like, okay, you know what, he's left, he's going to do great at Real Madrid. And in the end, it didn't really turn out like that. So, like, he needs to have a serious think about what's going on. But just self-analyze and you know, figure out a bit what he needs to do. Because, like, he is captain of France now. Like we said, he wasn't really... it wasn't the best first half. It picked up in the second half for them yesterday, but they need to have a little bit of a think here what's going on, you know.
But of course, he did equal or even break the record of, or is it equal to the record of Olivier Giroud for France?
He equaled it,
So he's looking to break it. Two goals now, and he'll break it probably.
No doubt he'll do it. You know, he's still got, this is only the first game. We've got so many games to go. Obviously, he's gonna break it at some point. You know.
Yeah.
say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
Yeah. Now, what do we make of the stadiums in America? What do we make of the stadiums?
Well, obviously they seem to be excellent. Quite a few of them have got the roofs closed. And this, of course, does bring up something which I said the other night before I'd heard it anywhere else. I said, I don't understand why they have to have the break for drinks, that break halfway through the first half, halfway through the second half. Because the stadiums are very much air conditioned when the roofs are closed. A bit like Wimbledon, when they close their roof, it gets quite cold in there because of the air conditioning. And of course, what then comes to mind is that FIFA have insisted on these, even where the roofs do close, and it's presumably because of all the advertising that goes on in that time. So again, money is at the root of these things, I think, and I actually think it's a shame because in one of the games the other day, it may have been the Curacao game, I can't quite remember, but they were going great guns. I mean, they lost 7-1, but they were going great guns. Possibly had scored their goal, lots and lots of momentum, and then the ref blows for the hydration break. Now, that's not right. And even in the game last night with France and Senegal were quite, they were very good at times in that match. They could have done much better than they did. But again, their momentum seems to have been stopped by the hydration break. And someone else said, well, why not, when they do it, at least stop the clock? Rather than just adding on 3 minutes to the extra time added on. I mean, I know that's a bit of a minor point, but I think we have to be aware that FIFA, for all the good that I'm sure they do, they're putting on this festival of sport. We could have a lot of criticism about some of the ticket prices. It's utterly obscene, and of course, spread across 3 countries, in my view, is a bit crazy as well, because it's not fair on the travelling fans to a large degree. So it's not perfect. I mean, it's great to come back to the question. The stadiums, typical of America, are generally very good. The pitches look nice, they're well lined and all the rest of it. But this question of the hydration break, I think, is a bit of a nonsense when the roof is closed. So I don't know whether you'd agree with that. I mean, there's another thing on the point of FIFA, which you may be discussing in a minute, but with last night's game when Argentina beat Algeria, I think it's an open secret that Messi absolutely should have been sent off before he got his hat-trick in the second half. But he wasn't. I mean, the studs all the way down the back. He wasn't, and no one's going to...
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose. 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the